Hey everybody, this is Dark Side Elite here. I'm really late on this, about 2 days. The final trailer for Joker came out. I haven't seen it yet, um, and I was thinking about not doing it because I just want to go watch this movie. The first trailer blew my mind. I really liked it. I know that this is not the DC Joker. It's just a take on the descent into madness that one man had to go through to to demonstrate how messed up his life is and how screwed up everybody else is, and all he wanted to do was just make people smile. So we're gonna watch this. I will link this down below. It is actually already have gotten 16 million views and a little over 500,000 likes and 14,000 dislikes. I don't care about the likes or dislikes. It's got over 16 million views. That's really good. Um, I know that I will talk a little bit about what I think about the trailer, what I think about this movie, and also some of the attention that from certain actors about what's going on and their talks about the community and certain levels of the communities. So, but let's get into this. I will. Hopefully, it shouldn't mess up or pick up double pick up, but if it does, I'm very sorry about that. If not, great. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get into this.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Arthur,
Wow.
I have some bad news for you. This is the
Wow.
last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your
Ooh.
job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
Yeah, she's not listening.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
Oh.
It's so awful, isn't it?
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
You think this is funny? Is this a joke to you?
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? Send in the clowns.
Okay. Wow. This is very adult. I think that a lot of people are gonna like this. Um, I personally am shocked and oh, I just really like this. I think that this movie is going to be phenomenal. I think that that a lot of us are going to be looking at this movie as yeah, either it's a definitive story about the Joker, or some people are going to try to talk about it as that this shouldn't be the origin of the Joker. And it's like, no. You're missing the point of what the director is trying to tell you. He is just doing a cautionary tale of what would happen if a good man goes down the descent of madness because the world was not truly fair, and he's trying to understand why it is, but he's descending so fast and so abrupt that he can't fathom how he is descending. And you can see it that he's laughing, but then he changes his demeanor like that real quick. And you saw it when he was laughing down the hallway, all of a sudden he stopped instantly. You can see that he was very happy the fact that he's on national television and he's being told to by Robert De Niro's character. And then the moment Robert De Niro insulted him, he went, what? You could see it, like he was getting angrier and angrier. And he's going to this doctor, this psychiatrist, this psychologist. I don't know if she's a therapist or a true psychologist, but she's not listening to him. She's not listening to what he's trying to say. He says, I'm always angry. You keep asking me the same damn question. Why can't you just understand that I am angry? How can you try to help me? And it seems like she doesn't know how to help him. It's simple. Get him to somebody that can truly help him, and let the dominoes fall that way. But give him the help that he needs, and this would have all been prevented. But she didn't. She thought that, okay, well, the city is screwed up, Gotham is all messed up. I'll just sit here and just and don't push him off to someone that could truly help him. I'll just keep that underneath it here. Now I don't know how their medical stuff works, but in all honesty, by him being still there at Arkham Asylum, that's payment. That means that that hospital is getting paid by the state. So as the more people that are there, especially in that type of mental institution, that means that they're getting paid by the state. Now again, that's a more complex issue, but it just shows that it just gets you thinking, like, holy crap, like what the heck did this city created him? That's pretty much what it is. And they're going to showcase it slowly but surely. And but wow, I 2 trailers already and they blew the internet. So I think that Joaquin Phoenix, he doesn't care what anybody thinks. That's a positive to me. He doesn't care. He doesn't take crappy roles. He never does. He does roles that he feels is the right role that he wants to do, but he felt that there was such a strong story here, and it's something that needs to be told, and he says that I can bring a level of dimension to the character, I'll do it. So to me, I applaud him for that. And I can see already this is an Oscar level acting ability. He is bringing such a strong such a strong character to the table that he's blowing everything out the water, and everyone has to act very accordingly around him. So he's bringing such a high echelon to the movie, while you have Brett Cullen and Robert De Niro. I mean, these guys are high caliber actors themselves. Everybody can say, well, Brett Cullen, no, this guy's been around for a very long time. He knows the acting biz. So you got him, and you got other actors in there. Mark McCann, he's worked with Todd Phillips and Robert De Niro before, and I'll discuss about him a little bit later. But this movie alone has already shown that Todd Phillips knows what the heck he's doing, and he knows how to tell a very gritty level of story and keep it personal, and also give us a point of view with the psychological mindset of a character going down a certain path. So to me, if this movie is that good, I guarantee you that if this movie makes a lot of money, I have a huge suspicion that WB and Ann is going to keep this director making DC films. That is the plain about it. I think that they're going to ask him, like, hey, is there any other movies you want to do? He says, not right now. He goes, well, if you think about it, bring it to us, and we'll see what we could do. Because if it's the same thing. It's honestly the same thing with Annie Musatelli, because he did it, and that movie had a budget of $35 million. I looked it up. It had $35 million, and it made a little over $700 million. That's like 2.5 times its budget. My God, that's a lot. That's a lot. It made double its budget times 10. So pretty much it made almost 250% more than its budget. That's a lot. That's a very, very huge type of box office to have for a movie that pretty much has a little niche audience. Now, we don't know how Chapter 2 is going to be, but if he could do that and garner a lot of horror aficionados to go, dude, he did a phenomenal job with this movie. He got down to the heart and the care of the characters. He made Pennywise more frightening than I've ever thought it was. I enjoyed the movie. I might actually, at the end of this, I might actually watch this movie again. I love it. So, but I think that Todd Phillips is going to do a really bang up job. This already looks phenomenal. I only wanted to do this because I want to try to get in a little more reactions of some of the stuff that I want to see, and I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction. Now, there's one little talk I want to do about Mark Maron, I think his name is, and how he was talking about he was talking about Marvel fans and how they need to grow up. And he also talked about Marvel movies, comic book movies in whole. They're pretty much just for grown up. They're more for grown up man babies, basically man nerds. And I think that they're misconstruing what he's saying. I think that what he's saying is that he doesn't want to see that PG or PG-13 type of movie. He wants to see a little bit more rated R. He wants to see something a little more hard edge, something a little more grown up. He wants to see differences when it comes to these comic book movies. I think that, in all honesty, he probably talked a little bit about what Zack Snyder was trying to do and how it got completely lambasted by a lot of the critics. And that probably brought it up because think about it. Everybody thinks the Joker is, a laughable jester, but no, he's a sadistic psychopath. The dude will kill anybody if they don't get the joke. That's the whole point of his character. He laughs and he blows people's faces off, or he throws, or he spits acid in their faces from his flower. And also he has a throwing deck of knife cards. He throws it at your neck, you die. He has Smilex. I mean, he has a lot of tools in his belt that he can kill people with, and he's not a lovable jester. He's not this romanticism guy that loves Harley Quinn. No, he's a sadistic psychopath that wants to kill people. And he wants to do it in the name of chaos. And he wants to do it to make Batman realize that you can't save this city and you and I are the same exact thing. You are exactly my id, and you are going to bring worse to this city than saving it. And it's been told many times that's Joker's whole point. And I'm not saying that they should have Batman in this. No, what I'm saying is tell us a story of why the Joker is the most dangerous type of enemy, most dangerous type of villain that's ever been constructed that's been constructed in literature, in all honesty. Lex Luthor is pretty much almost like a Moriarty. Well, in all honesty, Joker's smarter than Lex Luthor. He's smarter than Lex. He's way more cunning than Lex. He thinks 15, 16, 20 steps ahead of everybody just to make sure that he has a plan for a plan on top of another plan that may not work, but he's going to make sure it works because he has another plan. So, that's always Joker. Now, this is a much more grounded version of his character, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So I think that they're going more with him being the anarchist that's cascading the city further down the madness because they're tired of the elites having all the power and they're doing nothing to help the little guy. So I think that that's what he's going with this story. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from a lot of these trailers. Now, with Mark Maron or Macon, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he made a lot of insinuations, and I say that I think that he was more talking about he wanted more adult type of comic book movies. There's nothing wrong with that. There is a great audience for that, and if you keep bringing out more family-friendly type of movies, you're going to isolate these people who want more adult-oriented comic books, and you're going to isolate them out, and you're only going to niche the market. And once these kids grow up and they see how the world really is, they're not going to look at those movies with the same type of enthusiasm or the same type of gleam that they did when they were kids. They're going to see it as stupid, silly movies. When you have Batman 1989, it is a dated movie, but you can still look at that movie and go, dude, Joker was serious. You could look at Blade. Yes, it's also dated. It's 90s, but it was a very bloody vampire movie. So was the first two Spider-Man. They were very, they were not very family oriented. They have a family oriented aspect, but it was a pretty adult type of storyline that was going on in there. So there is a market for this. Someone just somebody that decided that no, these need to be more family friendly and more Superman-esque and less Batman-esque, and let's get back to that because that's how these characters are supposed to be originally portrayed. No, because our whole society has grown past the grandma grandpa Superman or the grandma grandpa superhero. We grow more to more aesthetically appeasing and also modern type of storytelling that gives us an escapism, but it also has a little bit more adult oriented oriented type of style to it that it can actually age as we grow. So that's my point, and I think that Mark Maron might have been misconstrued that way. I'll look into it a little bit more, but that's what I'm thinking of what he's trying to say. I don't think he's gonna say like every comic book movie is made for grown up man nerds. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna do it that way because in a way he's insulting everything DC before the DCEU came out. He's insulting everything that DC did beforehand. That means all the Batman movies. That means all the Superman movies. They were all crap. No, you can't. He's not going to say that. That makes no sense. He's working for a company that actually made solid movies since 1978 when it came to comic book movies. They made a good amount of solid movies when it came to comic books. Comic book movies. So he's not going to insult that. Well, I think he's talking more of the modern stuff, and he's talking a little bit more about Marvel in a whole. I don't think he's talking about comic books in a whole either. I think he's saying like that Marvel, they took more of a family-friendly route. That's cool, but that's not the whole audience, and you can't appease everybody, which is something that everyone's been saying. So, like I said, I will link this down below into the description. It has oh my god, it has over 16 million views. Probably when you watch it, it's probably gonna have a little bit more views. You're gonna add one to it. So tell me what you liked about it, what you don't like about it. That's perfectly fine. Let's be civil. And I'm going to also illustrate to you, hey, hit that little bell down below. I will try to upload as much as I possibly can. I am going to get pretty busy pretty soon, but I will get those videos out, and I will also try to work out for me and Hawk to do another podcast because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Marvel, the Eternals, what's going on with DC. Heck, the Young Justice, how you watch that, also Swamp Thing, and also season 2 of Titans. I know he has a lot to say about Titans because he loves those characters, and I will probably I will definitely do a video about Titan season 2 trailer, and I'll try to get that out soon. So hopefully I'm gonna get that out later in a little bit. I'm gonna do that video and that little reaction. I'm probably just gonna watch it and I'm gonna describe what I saw. I kind of don't want to see the trailers. I just want to see the show. I like the show. Hawk has his own opinions about it, but like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe down below. Tell me what you think. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's cool too. All right, you guys have a great one. Bye.